What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video. This is the Contest to Mayor's Math Part 5, I believe. Okay, so we have been working on me teaching you guys the Contest to Mayor's Math. I have a makeshift, list here. This was a starting list of one of the people in my group. And we are going to first do our list breakdown and our task assessment. Now, we're not going to do the full task assessment, but we are going to do the breakdown. So this is a main task, okay? So let's go ahead and erase that line. So this one gets an M. This is a main task because it's over the 2,000 place value. This is also a main task. All of these are premium tasks. Okay, so premium, premium, premium. Okay, they're all main. Now this one is below the 2,000 threshold. It is premium, but it is a rotatable task. So it gets marked with an R. This one here is a rotatable task. Okay, it is a non-premium. It can only be worth up to 2,400 points. This here is a Latin upgrade at 1,200. This is a no-touch task, not a no-touch cancel, a no-touch. We're not going to do this for the duration of the contest. Okay, now we have a coins for 11.25. This is a non-premium rotatable task. We have watches, which is a premium rotatable task. VU is a premium rotatable task. Monster is no touch, and at this value for the duration of the contest. Let's see, upgrade design is no touch. At this value we wouldn't touch that at all. And this is a technically a non-premium because this one can only be worth up to 2,400 points, but it is a rotatable task. Okay. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and erase the no touch. Let's get these out of our way so we can make this a little easier to look at. So, we've got that one. We know we're not going to do this one at all. Okay. So, basically, your rotatable options here, you don't do any rotatable options until all of your main tasks are dealt with, okay? So, that being said, if you're somebody who always comes down here and picks these tasks before the main tasks are gone, that's why you have such a terrible average. Now, when you do your starting list, or any list for that matter, you are basing your value off of the 1,500 threshold. Okay, so anything at 1,500 points or higher is going to get marked with a up arrow on the value and the value opportunity. So the value opportunity is high on a 3,000 point task. Value opportunity is also high on a 3,000 point task. What this means is if we do this task, we open up this place value for other tasks to come in worth this place value. So the value and opportunity within this value is good. Opportunity. This is a premium task. It's worth 3,000 points. It brings up the opportunity to get better tasks. So opportunity is good. Okay, now we have an upgrade Paris. This is a main task. It is premium. However, it is a main no touch cancel. Okay, so we need to mark it no touch cancel. That being said, the value is good, the value opportunity is good, and the opportunity is good. Now, it's a no-touch cancel, though. So, that being said, if we cancel it, we're opening up value opportunity, and we're opening up better opportunity, and we're taking care of that, the value in itself, we would be losing basically our 2K average by canceling it. So, right now, this is a +3 at the top, and this one is a +2. Okay, that's a +3. Okay, so moving on, we have the delivery to Paris with a high value up, high up. This is good. Okay, Now, this one here can only be worth 2,400 points, so we need to be aware of that. Now, this one here still meets the 1,500 value. Value opportunity is good. Opportunity is good. Epic still meets that 1,500 requirement. Opportunity is good. Okay. Coins does not meet the 1,500 requirement, and value opportunity and value would be down. Opportunity is okay. This is a last resort rotatable, so it actually gets marked LR. Okay, so when you've run out of all other good rotatable options is when you would go for the coins. Now, watches are down in value up, but good in op. Okay. VU is a premium rotatable with a low value op, but good opportunity. Now, that being said, being how it's at the bottom of the list, this is our starting list. We haven't tried it. VU is a hit and miss. Sometimes it's really good and keeps coming back worth a lot, and sometimes it just totally screws you over. So you just have to kind of watch. Okay, this one has a low value op, good op. So we've got a +1, +1, +1, +1, +3, +3. Okay, so we have a lot of good rotatable options here, is what we've concluded from this list. That being said, we need to basically start with what we do know. And what we do know is that value is essentially what we need to do. We need to have as much value as possible within the allowed amount of assignments. That being said, we would pick out 2 tasks that we need to compare to. So our highest in value so far is the upgrade war card and then the upgrade Paris. These are the 2 highest values. Okay, so saying that we were going to compare those 2, we would write it out as in the upgrade war card for 3,000 and versus the cancellation of a Paris upgrade. Now, we have a couple options with this. If we cancel right off the bat, we don't know if it's going to just start kicking us with a whole bunch of upgrades, right? So what we could do is we could do the war card first and see if it does kick us an upgrade. With this one at the high value, it has a higher likelihood of kicking us a lower upgrade with the fact that this high one is still sitting here. If we were to cancel this first, then this could result in a high upgrade, has a higher chance to result in a high upgrade. That makes the war card the first obvious choice, okay? So let's get rid of all of our main tasks here, because, you know, a lot of people are pretty good at deciphering which main tasks are the right obvious choices. It's when you get to your rotatables, people start to get really confused. Okay, so we've got rid of our main tasks. We're down to our rotatable options here. Now, what we would do is we would look at the 2 highest values, which is plastic. So we've got plastic for the 1620 versus the Epic project for 1600. Okay, so starting here, we would go with what we know. Let's go ahead and erase this list. We're going to be doing makeshift lists. That's how you do your list assessment. Now, so you had plastic at 1620 and Epic at 12 or 16. Okay, so let's start with the whole line of stuff we got to go through. So in terms of value, we're comparing these 2 tasks only. This one is higher in value. So that one gets an up arrow, that one gets a down arrow. This one gets a down arrow, this one gets an up arrow. Okay? Value opportunity compared to this task, this value opportunity is greater than this one. Okay? So opportunity here is higher on the plastic than it is on the epic project. Now, epic projects, these usually come back about 3 times, and then they either stay away or they come back and sit in your list until your epic is done on its cooldown. Okay, so that one, you would look at what you have going on in your game. So let's do value difference. So the value difference is 20 points. Okay. Now the game, this particular category is really important. Okay. So in terms of the game, what do you have going on? Do you have something prepped here? Like, let's say you have feed prepped. And let's say you already have an epic going. Okay. So you have, let's say, 6 hours left on your epic project. Now you have, there's no downtime, and you would have a cooldown of 12 hours that you would have to wait if you decided to ignore your epic project. Now, the limited time, you are on limited time. You have 6 hours left to complete your epic project. Okay, so that plus that would be 18 hours if you chose to go with the plastic over the epic project, saying that you had other stuff come in. So let's say you did the plastic over the epic and you got a 3,000 VU. You would obviously do the 3,000 VU over the epic, right? So if you had made the right choice here, you wouldn't have to sacrifice something later when you otherwise wouldn't have originally done it. That being said, what we're looking at here is value difference of 20 points versus opportunity. Okay, opportunity is a little lower on the epic project, but we have our game category, and that is that you have 6 hours left on your epic. Okay, and it is on a limited time deal. So basically what you're saying is, I would rather get these 20 points than complete my epic project and wipe out 5 to 6 hours worth of feed being produced. Okay, so these 20 points are not so important to where you have to wipe out a bunch of feed that's prepped and not get your epic done on time. That is why that stuff matters. So the correct choice here would be the epic project, based on what's going on in your game and what you have. Yeah, basically with what's going on in your game. That is why you would pick epic project over plastic. Okay? So let's do this again. Let's say that you have feed at 1,440 and you have sugar at 1,380 and you've got textiles at, let's say, 1,340. Okay? So right now, you have nothing prepped. Okay? So let's start out with our list format, and that is they all are lower than the 1,500 in the value. The value opportunity would be low on all of them at the 1,500 value. The opportunity is better on feed than it's good. Opportunity is not good on sugar. This has a high algorithm rate. It typically comes back and should not be done unless it's at the 1,500 or higher place value. So this is a -3. This is a +1. This one here has good opportunity. It typically does stay away, and the downtime is less than the feed. So it does have good opportunity. So we have a +1. So we can eliminate the sugar right away. Okay? That this is not something we would do. Now, it comes down to feed over textiles. Okay? So we would erase this, and now we would compare the two over again. So the feed for the 1440, and the text. Okay, so we've got value, value op, op. Now we're going to compare these two side by side. This one is higher in value. This one is higher in value opportunity, and they have an equal opportunity. Okay? So that's what we're looking at. Now, this still doesn't tell us what we need to do. It doesn't necessarily mean that we would pick this one because the value is higher. We need to look at value difference. So we've got, let's see, 60 points difference. And what do we have going on in our game? Is there anything in the game that would make one more important than the other? The answer to that is neither of these are prepped, so no. But downtime, okay? What is the downtime for feed? I think it's 6 hours, if I remember right. Textiles is 3 hours, okay? Both of them are asking for 1 round for a level 24 player. So 6 hours versus 3 hours. So what we need to basically compare is that the value difference of 60 versus the downtime of an additional 3 hours, which would equal 6 hours in total. Okay? So for 60 extra points, you can spend an additional 3 hours of downtime. Now, this is when you look at your tasks remaining and your time remaining. Do you have enough time to be idle for that long? Is there anything going on in the game? Like, are you in war for maybe 4 more hours and you need to clear some stuff? Do you only have, five tasks left? Are you on your tickets? The rules of rotation. All this stuff matters. If you are on your tickets and you have plenty of time, then you would go and take that extra 60 points. Why not, right? But if you have, let's say, 40 tasks remaining, then you would say, okay, I really can't afford to take double the time to benefit only 60 points. Okay? So that is pretty easy to figure out, right? This is how you guys are going to figure out what to do. You're just going to have to go through and compare, what you're gaining versus what you're losing and what is the best option for you.